Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks so much. Oh my gosh, you guys look amazing.
You do look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, guys.
G'day.
Good to see you.
Now, I wanted to let you guys know that we can change. We've got you both down as double denim, but I imagine you might want to change your names to, is it Terry and?
Yeah, I'm Terry and my son down there, or depending on his Trent.
34th.
Terry, hang on.
You don't have to tell people how old you are,
I'm
mate.
34th and I'm Trent and I just got my L's.
Congratulations.
Fourth time around. Very proud.
Fourth time round. I got him.
Is that your bakery, Terry?
Yeah, it's more bakery, and my son's in the second shop in the next town over. He runs that.
I'm in the franchise.
He's a franchisee.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 6 months. 6 months. It was a bad time to open, but we've
It's been mostly closed for the opening, but
not a lot of tourists coming through the wheat belt during the pando.
nah.
We had a new cafe open up down the road from us during the pando, and they very cleverly, they're opposite a primary school and around the corner from another primary school, and they very cleverly open from 9 till 2 so they don't get the traffic before school or after, which is a really great business idea.
That's great. Dad, we should do that. That's really good. We'll be busy.
When there's
opening hours.
Traffic. That's great. Oh, I love that business plan. That's good.
Yeah, well, you'd get heaps of stuff done. You'd be able to clean up everything.
Yeah. You wouldn't be bothered by customers while you're trying to do stuff.
You'd watch Troy with Eric Banner.
Yeah.
How you going, Jude?
What, Jude? What, Jude?
Hello.
Hi, Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Hi. How's it going?
Pretty good. I just am a fan. I just wanted to say hello. We like socially conscious musical comedy in Northam, don't we?
Yeah, no, we like it. We like that Beds Are Burning.
Yeah. No, that's Midnight All, mate.
We like What's Going On.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, we love political.
And Jude Pearl as well.
And Jude Pearl, those are the three.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I like Cal on telly as well.
Yeah.
Even though you don't do songs and that, I'll still.
No, I do spoken word songs that don't rhyme.
Yeah, and I reckon that's sick, eh?
Yeah, it's a bit unexpected. You don't know what the time signature is or how long they're going to go for. There was one just now.
Oh, it's like jazz.
How's she doing that?
She did jazz, I reckon, in school.
I watched Geraldine Quinn's music clip, the music theatre one. It's so great. So great.
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
It's great. And the awkwardness between you two is lovely.
Now, panelists, I'm just going to have to, apparently I've started the webinar, so we're actually...
Are we going live, Angela?
We're actually going live.
Are we on the internet?
It was not the plan. I'll just let you know.
Oh, no, I've just broken character. Everyone's
this is a disaster.
Right, there's only two people joined us so far. So
Hey, everyone, don't tell our secrets, eh?
I'm wondering whether I should just end so that we can... Anyway, we're on.
It's like being backstage at the gig and the curtain's falling down.
Oh, no.
I'll just go backstage.
Just go backstage?
Yeah.
Am I off screen?
Yeah, sort of. I'm wondering whether I should just end and
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, maybe let's do that.
I'll do that.
See you in a sec.
I'll be back in a moment.
Did we be off camera?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can turn off your cameras.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right.
We
See ya.
can't go. All right.
I on? I'm not seeing myself. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to talk as though I'm on, but in fact, I can't see myself being shared. Let's see. A message from anybody letting me know if I'm on. What an amazing, amazing journey I've just had. You can see me but not hear me. I wonder what's going on. Oh, is that because my husband has incorrectly plugged in devices? Simon can see me and hear me. Well, isn't that strange that I can't see and hear myself, but I will work. I will run this event as is. So hello, everybody, and welcome, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. Cal Wilson also says she can hear me. My friends, I just bolted from South Yarra, which is why I am a few minutes late, but I'm so excited to be here. I've been looking forward to this so much. We are very excited to be trying to fundraise. We're aiming for $150,000. We are getting our donations matched tonight by an anonymous donor. I actually think that means that our goal is within reach, and the amazing things that money can do. I'll let somebody from ActionAid speak more to how incredible the work they do is, but I mean, to me, it's just all about gender equality and knowing that the more you empower women in communities, the more those communities improve. Education is better, health is better. People are happier when women are given a voice. So we're going to use, I say we as though I'm doing anything beyond just doing this event. This money is to be used to train women leaders in places like Vanuatu, Indonesia, the Philippines. It's beautiful work. Now, I do want to just say up top that I'm coming to you from the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I would like to pay my respects to those who are charged with under custodial law with nurturing and protecting country. And I know that you will all be coming to us today from different lands, and I know we all extend our respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Well, here we are. So I'm very excited to be introducing you to 6 of my amazing, funny female friends tonight. These people have all donated their time to be with you. And amongst the comedians, the great thing about comedians is they're not only one thing. And amongst our cast tonight, we have a filmmaker, a TED talker, a muso, a writer, a children's book author, and that's pretty much all one person. That's actually possible, that one person has that many credits. But yes, so we've got some incredibly talented and diverse women to talk to you tonight. I also would like to say tonight, each and every one of these comedians is a philanthropist because they are giving their time. Speaking of gifts, I'm very excited to say, can you look at that? I'll show you better. We have a prize pack. We've got 3 of them to give away. I know none of you are in this for the money, but we have an ActionAid prize pack with an ActionAid t-shirt, an ActionAid pen, one of these amazing double denim patches. We've got a copy of Cal Wilson's incredible children's book that my 2 little girls loved so much. So thank you to the talent who chucked in some merch. And we also have a bag that I have made. Let's see if I can do this without ruining the display. I just want you to know that this bag is not worth very much, but it is hand printed and hand sewn by me. So that's your prize pack, and I'll tell you how you can be in the running to win one of them very soon. As I said, lots of amazing comedians coming up. I would like to introduce our first comedian, and then I will get to some more housekeeping after our first act. I'm so excited to be introducing you to this person. She is fairly new to the comedy scene, but such an absolute package of talent. She is a writer and a producer. Her critically acclaimed debut feature film hit iTunes today. Her name is B Barbeau, which is the absolute best name and not even a fake, is it, B? How has 2020 been for you so far, B?
Hey, it's so good to be here. It's definitely a highlight of 2020, I can say. Like, I don't know about anyone else in this chat. Maybe you guys can agree, but lockdown was crazy for me. I just feel like I lost like all sense of self, you know? Like, I kind of stopped, like, I didn't know if I was hot or ugly. Like, I didn't know if I was gaining weight or losing weight. And like after a while, I kind of realized that it wasn't because of the isolation. It was just because I hadn't seen my mother in 3 months. Yeah, I had really, no, but seriously, I did have really bad anxiety at the start of COVID. So like my therapist told me to start exercising as a way to help. And, you know, I thought I would commit it. You know, this year, 2020, I'm going to start exercising. So I went all in. I bought the leggings, you know, the sports bra, the running shoes, the whole fit. And like the first time that my housemates saw me in activewear, they asked me what was wrong. Yeah, I like, it's just not a good sign when, you know, you try to make positive changes for yourself and everyone sees it as a cry for help. It's not good. But I did start exercising and I started feeling better and I was totally amazed. It was crazy. And I soon realized it wasn't the exercise. It was just that the sports bra was kind of acted like a weighted blanket on my chest. You know, like one of those like tiny little jackets that you put on dogs during thunderstorms so they don't freak out. Like that's what it was doing for me. It works so well. I've like taken it to so many job interviews. But yeah, still haven't got a job. I'm on Job Seeker. Anyone in the chat who's on Job Seeker, holler at me. Woo. But before that, I like worked retail for a number of years. And like, I don't know if any of you like have worked retail, but I think no one likes working retail because it's the worst. I personally stopped working retail because of the sexual magnetism between me and the 58-year-old men buying presents for their wives. I worked in a like beauty like skincare store and I would tell them, you know, like, oh, your wife's gonna love this anti-aging cream, and they'd be like, oh, is that your secret? Gross. And I'd be like, no, my secret is that I'm 17. I like to trap them there. It's a bit fun. I'm also, I'll tell a bit about myself. I am biracial. My dad is white, but my mum is black, or she likes to call it skinny cafe latte. But really, she's a full fat mocha. And a lot of people don't like see it when they see my face, but let me tell you, if I put my older sister next to me, you can really see where the ink ran out. That's something I can vouch for. There was no toner left in this printer. I have an older sister as well, and sometimes I have trouble with her because she was meant to be a Gemini, but she was premature, so she ended up being a fucking bitch. But yeah, my mom is actually a very, very interesting woman because she's from Mauritius, which I don't know if any of you know, but Mauritius is a multicultural island off the coast of Madagascar, and the people are a mix, total mix there. So there's no native population. It's a mix of Chinese, Indian, French, Irish, and mainland Africa, and my mom is no exception. And they speak French there, and for some reason, that means my mother thinks that she is French from France. I have no idea why. And then, like, I know a lot about the French language and culture, even though I'm technically not French. Like, for example, in French, you don't say I miss you, you say tu me manques, which means you are missing from me, which I think is very manipulative and self-centered. And my mum tells me that all the time. But yeah, my mum likes to pretend that she's French from France, and I wonder that, like, if that cultural appropriation of French culture is like coming from this really sad, deep-seated, internalized racism. Like when I was growing up, the only positive things that she would signify from my African heritage would be something like, in Africa, having a massive forehead is actually a sign of intelligence. Like, I just feel that that's a bit of an egg, It's like she's read the game, like she's a pickup artist, and the only thing she wants to fuck is my self-esteem. And it works. Yeah. When I got my nose ring, she asked me, and this is a real thing. I don't know if you guys can see on Zoom, but I do have a nose ring. But when I got it, my mum asked if I got my nose pierced to make my African nose look smaller. I know, it's an actual thing she said, and I was like, oh no. I didn't want to unpack that because that's a bit much for family lunch, but I said, you know what, no mum, I'm actually proud of my African heritage. If I wasn't, I'd pretend to be French. Yeah, got her good. But yeah, I know all of this is a bit much, but don't you guys worry, I am in therapy. And my mum hates me going to therapy because she doesn't like the idea of someone undoing all the hard work she's done, fucking me up. So I love therapy. But yeah, I know it's been a bit mum heavy. Of course, I love my mum. She's a very strong, crazy, independent woman. And to be fair as well, my dad's not a gem either. He actually got mad at me the other day because he was like, you don't have any jokes about me in your set. And I said, Dad, that's just because I don't have any fresh takes on alcoholism. Anyway, thanks for letting me kind of talk at you for a bit, Claire.
Yes, Bibabo. See, this is amazing. Thank you so much. She is brilliant. Her critically acclaimed first film is called Suburban Wildlife, and you really must check it out on iTunes because it's released today. I'm so excited for you, B.
Thank you so much. And
Congratulations.
I'm so excited. I hope we hit our goal tonight. And thank you all the attendees for watching this.
Yes, there are absolutely donations rolling in, and thank you so much for the people who are watching and donating. Look, I just want to say what a pleasure that was, because I feel like Bo did that show only for me. I realized there are so many people. Thank you, ActionAid. Thank you, B. Just watching that come up in the comments. And also, B, just so you know, Michelle from ActionAid texted that everybody's got an exercise wear anecdote from lockdown. Some really beautiful messages coming through too. And look, so far we've been hearing a lot from women. But before we run out of time, I just want to hear from some of our male allies. Just in a sec, I'm going to say that I do have a question for you. And if you can write your responses in the chat box, please put your name to it so that the lovely Liz from ActionAid can identify you if your response is the winning response. If you can write an answer to the question, what would you have otherwise spent that donation money on? So think about the money you've donated. No need to tell us how much, because even 20 cents is, well, actually, that's not worth it. Do a bit better. If you've donated tonight, can you please write what that money would have otherwise gone to? Liz, look, you can do funny, you can do earnest, you can do insightful, but just do honest, please. And Liz is going to pick a few favorites, and somebody is going to win the ridiculously jam-packed gift bag that we have prepared for you. So as I said, we're going to hear from some of our male allies now. I have two friends on the line, Trent and Terry, joining us, I believe. Trent and Terry, where are you joining us from tonight? Do I have you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, Trent, hi, I see you. And Terry, you're there too. This is so exciting.
Yeah, no, we're coming to you live from the Patriarchy in the Belt in WA. Trent's over in the franchise store we started up about 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. Look, it's pretty quiet because we did start it up in the pandemic, so it's been a bit of a struggle, but I've had lots of time to sing along to the CDs and that, so it's not all bad.
Are you fellas really what are you giving to ActionAid tonight? Just your presence, or?
Well,
Yeah.
we could donate a couple of paws if you want.
Yeah, I've got steak and bacon, steak and cheese, steak and onions, steak and camel. That's a new one.
Steak and
But
camel.
also we do have a couple of friends who did give some merch. We know the girls from Double Denim, and we thought, oh, they've
Yeah, I
got some
like
nice
them.
patches. And so we told them to send them over to you, Claire. Did you get them?
Yeah, got a few. I got a few badges. Thanks so much, guys. They're really cute.
I'll tell them you said thank you. Because I'll
Yeah,
take any
good.
excuse to talk to them because they're real pretty. Not their value, but they are really pretty.
They are beautiful girls, and they are also funny, and they work hard. And I always say to Trent, if he wants to get anywhere in life, he better bloody get after those Double Denim girls and see what they're doing and try and emulate that
Oh,
in the floor shop and in your other skills as well, isn't it, Trent?
it is, yeah, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
For sure.
So you boys are big believers in female leadership.
Yeah, I was even saying to Dad that Jacinda Ardern and that she's really good, and that Kamala Harris and that she's really good, and that Casey Chambers and that.
She's real good. Yeah, we like Casey Chambers.
We like
I
Casey.
think women have a lot to say, and I'm ready to listen. And usually they say it better than me, I have to say.
Your Dad's learning how to listen because we had a bit of a falling out about sort of the times and how things are changing a bit and how ladies are allowed to talk and that sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was uncomfortable for Dad, but he's doing his best to learn, and that I'm real proud of him.
Yeah, Trent got me a Kiki K diary, and he was quite upset that I wasn't writing in it. But then I did explain to him that just because I didn't have a pen that were nice enough. So he got me a nice pen, and now I'm writing my feelings in the book, and I tell you, I'm feeling great.
Who's learning? Yeah.
You guys are amazing. So look, it has been a big year. You've obviously started the pie shop right at the start of lockdown. Other than that, how's the year treated you? How's lockdown been?
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's hard in that because, obviously when they were you got to stay where you are and that, I sort of misunderstood it, so I didn't leave the pie shop for a bit.
Yeah, he's been in there for 6 months, Claire, and we only open 9 to 2, and there's not much foot traffic at that time. But he's had a lot of time to think, and I've had a lot of time in the pie shop over in the town nearby, and I've been watching a lot of Troy with Eric Bana. That's my favourite film.
Yeah.
And at night, when we get together, I do reenactments of Troy for Trent, and impressions of Eric Bana for Trent, and it's mainly Eric Bana sort of themed.
And I've been writing songs about Eric Bana's as well, just to express my feelings and that.
Yeah, he's a good role model. We like Eric anyway. That's been good, and you've learned to swim, haven't you, there, Trent?
Oh, you finally learned how to swim. I'm 34, and I learned how to swim in the big pool vat.
Yeah, put him in there.
I fell in first time.
You did fall, but then, you believed in yourself, and out you came, covered in gravy.
Covered in gravy, just like the day I was born.
You boys are the best. I'm gonna let you sign off, but tell me before you go, what are you looking forward to in 2021?
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to, Claire. I am looking forward to my son taking over the family business I'm retiring. And I just can't wait for him to be the full sole owner of the patriarchy.
Dad, I did want to say, I don't know if I want to be in the patriarchy anymore.
Why not?
I want to be a singer-songwriter like Jimmy Barnes.
Oh, bloody hell, what do you mean, mate?
I'm sorry to do it publicly, Dad, but I've been auditioning and I'm going to sing in the band and they're going to say, play Flame Trees, Trent. Play K-Sand, Trent. And I will play Flame Trees, Trent.
No, mate. No, you listen to me. When you were a little boy, I did say to your mum, I said, I'm going to make sure Trent does something tangible with his life.
Yeah.
Now my only son tells me he wants to be in the arts.
I'm sure it...
Well, it's unstable, Trent, isn't it, Claire? It's unstable in the arts. You never know what's going to happen. You're not going to have any superannuation. No. You might not qualify for JobKeeper, and I just want you to really think about this, Trent.
All right, I'll have a think about it, Dad. But thanks for having us, Claire, and that.
Yeah, all right.
ActionAid and everything.
we'll come watch you audition though, mate. And Claire, it's been real nice to see you.
Yeah, it's been, oh, boys, it's been so lovely to have you. Thank you so, so much. Gosh, those messages about an unstable career and job seekers, gosh, those really sound like they're coming from a place of truth. Thank you to Trent and Terry. Thank you so much to Laura Frew and Michelle Brazier from Double Denim, who gave up their time tonight so we could hear from the boys from Trent and Terry. We have, bye guys. So we have, I think it's worth mentioning, we're not even halfway through. So if you have a mate who you think should come and join us tonight, just send them a message while I talk. Don't waste the time while somebody else is on screen, but send a quick message and invite a mate to come and join us. I will obviously try and give them the warm glow of giving, but you know what? If you've had a real year, and a lot of us have, please don't feel like you have to donate. Just, I know there'll be some people joining us who absolutely flat out cannot, and you are welcome to. If you are able to donate some money, just do it. Nobody ever regrets it. Like, you wake up the next morning and there's almost no money that you could regret spending less. Do you know what I'm saying? I know the grammar on that was extremely poor, but basically you will not regret it. And thank you again so, so much to the people who've donated already. Okay, prize pack. As I said, there is a copy of Cal Wilson's book. In here, there's an ActionAid t-shirt and pen. There is a double denim, a delicious little patch. And of course, that's my board game that was holding up there you go. And in exciting news, I've just got a message from Jude Pearl, who is at the end of the lineup, and she's actually offered to throw in one of her albums as well, which is ridiculous because they are worth at least $1,000. So we have had a couple of amazing responses, and possibly my favorite, but not the winner, but my favorite is the fact that most people are saying that the money they've donated tonight, they would have liked to spend at Trent and Terry's pie shop. I really salute that response. We also have had somebody say, I would be drinking a bottle of Left Hook Prosecco if I hadn't donated to you. That is a highly commended and a very valid thing. And thank you so much for missing out on your Prosecco to donate tonight. You'll sleep really well tonight, I promise. Do you know, yeah, see, unfortunately, too many people have said that they're going to buy the pies, so we cannot award that incredibly perfect answer. I am going to, here's our winning response. So thank you so much to the person who said, I would have paid off a bit more of my never-ending debt. But apparently deficits are now okay. So that is amazing. So that's truly somebody donating that genuinely should not be donating, but also you should. So thank you very much. That's a bit of ASMR for your kind donation. Let's keep rolling. I am so excited to have this next guest coming along because she is not joining us from anywhere in Australia. This incredible person is joining us all the way from Mumbai. Now, she's one of the first women in India to do stand-up comedy. She's fierce, funny, feminist. As I said, all the way from Mumbai. And Aditi Mittal, can you please join us? Yay! Can you tell us what it is like being one of the only women in... Somebody's knocking on my front door. All sorts of things happen. What's
the only woman in your front door being knocked on? Is that
what is it like being somebody knocking at my front door? If only you were. If only you were. We are separated. We are separated by literally whole countries and oceans. What is it like being like so in the minority and yet managing to be like an internationally touring comedian?
You know, I mean, since I was like one of the few, they might as well just make me one of the international touring comedians. And also just, I think women are safer outside the country than they are inside the country when it's India. But, you know, I mean, truly it's been like incredible. What an experience I've had. I love traveling, you know, for everyone who said that they're giving the bits that they would have donated, they would have traveled with, they've given up for donation. I think that's incredible. That's what I'm going to do as well, because I love traveling. I especially love the times when I travel and people always, you know, because whenever you travel abroad, there's always somebody who's like, oh my God, you're from India? but like your English is really good. When did you learn? And right, and I could be like, well, you know, the British came over 200 years ago, inserted English into the private education system, and that's why about 130 million Indians can speak English today. But I'm like, you know what? On the way here, I learned it because I came by boat, so I had time to brush up on grammar and comprehension as well. And you know, I mean, it's incredible actually to be able to do this show, and you know, to be able to kind of like say that, oh, I helped out with Live Aid. Okay, that's my, you know, this is not a part of the act, but you know, for
just tell me that you know that dog.
yes. You don't know. We just have a bunch of dogs. This is what it's like to be a woman in India, Claire. This is what it's like. This is what it's like. But the other stuff, you know, that I wanted to talk to you about, because being a female comedian, I ended up hearing like every single stereotype associated with being a woman. Like the one that I most commonly heard was, oh, a female comedian, you all talk too much about bobs and vagine. And I was like, bobs and vagine, for the unacquainted, is boobs and vagina, which is Indian internet for boobs and vagina, because why should you be able to spell it if you've never seen it? And I guess like people get really upset. They're like, why are you talking about boobs and vagine? And I think they get really upset because I think society loves seeing women. I mean, they love seeing the owners of the boobs and vagine to act like we don't know about the boobs and the vagine. Like they will sell everything from our potato chips to our biscuits on the basis of boobs and vagine. But as possessors of the boobs and vagine, we're supposed to act like we didn't even know about it. So like, you know, that's why I've decided that now whenever a guy touches my boob for the first time, I pretend that I didn't have it before he saw it. So I'm like, oh my God, this wasn't here before you touched it. Yes, you. And normally I tell him, listen, do the other side as well, so that I can have it evened out on both sides. You know, this is, by the way, this is my dog, and this is so embarrassing that I had 5 minutes of stage time, and he's come and upstaged me. But frankly, you know, my dog has taught me a lot about the media. He's taught me a lot about mass media these days. He's taught me that newspapers today are best used for potty training. That sometimes after he's done shitting on them, they actually have more truth in them than some of the stuff that's being published in newspapers. Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, Claire. See what you did. Okay, thank you guys.
Oh, Aditi, thank you so much for joining us. She did join us all the way from Mumbai. Oh, I love it. And now I'm jealous that my dog's not in the shot. I really want my dog in here. This amazing woman has 2 specials out on Netflix. You can watch more of her, and you absolutely should. Like, even just watch it the first time and then just play it and play it and play it and get those algorithms up, or just follow her on the socials. You're on everything, aren't you, Aditi? Everything.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, look, I have another question for everyone for another bag win, and I'm going to jump straight to this one. Yes. People, your response in the chat box, please. Who is your favorite women leader, female leader of 2020? That would be great. Okay. So, I've just had a text. I'm sure everyone's absolutely fascinated when there was a knock on my door during Aditi's introduction. It was our neighbour who had lost her chooks and wondered if they were in our yard. So in a way, I also had a pet Zoom bomb. I'm very proud. Okay, so your question for the win is, who is your favourite female leader of 2020? Which just feels like an incredibly convenient way to throw to our next guest. A lot of people will have tuned in especially for her. She is magnificent. She is a children's book author. She is an incredible host, a TV star. She does radio. She does everything. Also, I just adore her. Please welcome to Hooper's Happy Hour, the divine, yes, another pet Zoom bomb. Yes, the divine Kat and Cal Wilson.
Hello, Claire Hooper. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Pirate just entered the room just in time to see Aditi's dog, so I felt he should stay. He's contributed a lot to our lives over lockdown. I don't know whether you know this, but cats' paws register on devices. So if you have a tablet or an iPhone and they get their paws on it, it actually affects what's happening. And so over lockdown, I only worked this out when his brother Barnacle walked across my iPad while I was reading something and just closed the website with his feet. And so Pirate really loves to be involved in whatever you're doing, as you can probably tell from his presence. But he really loves to get his feet in your pockets. He just really wants to be in pockets with you. And one night, my husband Chris and I were lying on the couch. Chris had his big hoodie on, he had his phone in his hand, he put his hands in his pockets, and as soon as you put hands in pockets, Pirate also wants to be in pockets. And so Chris and I are trying to watch The Crown, because how long ago was Tiger King? I can't even remember Tiger King. Now we're onto The Crown. So we're watching TV, Chris has got his hands in his hoodie pocket, and Pirate is trying to get his feet into the pocket as well. And what happens is Pirate manages to get onto the iPhone, he taps on it, he somehow manages to get to Facebook, then he navigates to a buy-sell swap page, finds a photo, all the while just scribbling out this, finds a photo of a very ugly vase full of artificial flowers on a buy-sell swap page, and manages to inquire, is this item still available? 3 times. He did it 3 times. And the only reason we even found out this had even happened is because Chris got this irate message from the woman going, well, do you want this or not? And then he was like, well, what can I tell her? I can't say, I'm so sorry, my cat had its legs in my pocket, because that just sounds implausible. And then we just blamed it on our son. We were like, oh, I'm so sorry, my son had his legs in my pocket. So that worked out pretty well. Man, we have been looking at you over lockdown, Claire Hooper. That sounds weird. But like, in your official TV capacity, we just binged on reality TV over lockdown. Other people achieved things, like people learned to sew or embroider or do watercolors. I watched 31 seasons of Survivor. And so now I'm really well equipped to go, I've got nothing for you, head back to camp. That's basically my one skill that I've gained. We also watched every single episode of The Simpsons, because my son hadn't seen that. We watched every single episode of Love It or List It Vancouver. And now I am perfectly equipped to value any house in Canada 10 years ago. It's a brilliant skill. I mean, I'm so marketable. But we also really loved watching The Great Australian Bake Off. And the thing that I love the most about reality TV is that you watch one episode of it and you're instantly an expert. And watching Bake Off was so great, because I just loved seeing my 11-year-old son turn into a 65-year-old woman, because he'd be saying things like, oh, they can't get rid of Tracy, her piping is exquisite. It's very exciting. Things happened over lockdown. We all learned what Zoom was for a start. Before February, it was Mazda's word, and now we're all Zooming this and Zooming that. And it got to the point where my brain started to not be able to tell if I'd seen someone in real life or if they were on Zoom. Like, I'd be like, oh, I was hanging out with Claire yesterday. And they'd be like, no, I wasn't, because that's illegal. And I finally worked out the only way I could differentiate between if I'd seen someone on Zoom or if I'd seen them in person was if I could picture their legs. I was like, if I can picture their legs, I've seen them in real life. If I can recognize their trousers, we've been together. If not, just on Zoom. It's like a little thing that I had to give myself to hold on to. I took up running over lockdown because it also took up eating. But it turns out that I can eat faster than I can run. So it was really a moot point. But what I did discover was just how kind of insular and small our world had got when I was running through a park the other day and a plane went overhead, and out loud in front of people, I just yelled, "It's a plane!" Like I was 4 years old. I was so excited to see a plane. I also started over lockdown. The other exciting thing for me was I started menopause. It seems over lockdown, and even saying the word, it's terrifying to say the word. It's like that old sort of thing when you're a kid. If you say Bloody Mary 5 times, she'll appear. I feel like if I say menopause 5 times, I'll never see Bloody Mary again. It's just so weird. It just, things are happening, and apparently this isn't even menopause. What I've got is perimenopause, which apparently is like, it's like the trailer for menopause. It's like the menopause you have to see if you'd like to have menopause, but really you don't have a choice. And that's such a terrible word, isn't it? Perimenopause. It sounds like the world's shittest lounge singer, like, good evening, I'm perimenopause, I'm worried I might not be relevant. And the whole thing, like the whole menopause thing is just bizarre. Like I've developed a little pouch. I've suddenly got a pouch where I didn't have one before. And it's like I'm wearing a bum bag under my trousers. I've just got this little pouch at the front where I'm like, oh, does anyone need change? I've got some. Passport, like this weird little pouch. I've got insomnia. I can't sleep. I feel like I'm up all night. I've got a pouch. I don't think I'm perimenopausal. I think I'm semi-marsupial. I think that's what's going on. That's kind of the end of it, really. Sort of a pensive way to leave it, and Claire's not talking. And
I'm talking. Do you know? I just don't want to. Yeah, I was being a terrible person, and I was trying to stay quiet and get you to do more. You are magnificent, Cal Wilson. I'm going to try and get my dog in here now because I'm feeling.
Imagine. Let's see if we can set Dusty and Pirate up on a date.
Oh my goodness! I think that would go extremely badly. All right. So much love for you on the chat. Oh my God, here's my dog. Dusty, come here, mate. All right. Well, this is very professional now. Come on, little friend. Can you come up? He loves being picked up. This is my dog. All right. Great news, everyone. Dusty doesn't enjoy it as much as other people's dogs. Oh my gosh. Cal, how dare you suggest that I bring my dog? He's oh hi, you're back.
I'm back. I'm still
You
here.
can absolutely disappear. Well, my dog's in here. He's now sitting next to me. He made terrible noises. I look like a terrible dog owner. All right. So everybody, Cal Wilson is everywhere, but most importantly, she's on the socials and she's very good value there. So follow her there. And also, can I recommend highly, she has 2 wonderful kids books, George and the Great Brain Swappery and George and the Great Bum Stampede. They are so good. Christmas present, that's all I'm saying. I am hearing some extraordinary Zoom feedback, and I hope that's not too bad for everyone else. Okay, so we have, oh gosh, we have so many amazing responses to who is your favorite female leader of 2020. So we've got Jacinda Ardern, of course, because she should be our leader. Yeah, gosh, don't we just feel so jealous of New Zealand at the moment? Nicola Spurrier. See, I'm so good at pronouncing the names of politicians that I've never said out loud, but she's doing such a wonderful job leading SA's response to all things COVID-19. Go SA. Michelle says, Claire Hooper. Oh, right, I didn't actually read that ahead, so that's embarrassing. Another Jacinda. Thank you, Jackie. Lots of votes for Jacinda. And Alison Bird shared a GIF of AOC, as in Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Yes. Oh, and we've got Gillian, who plays Margaret Thatcher in The Crown. Okay, this is really tricky because so many people answered Jacinda. I'm going to give the lovely Liz from ActionAid the incredibly difficult task of working out who is the first person to say Jacinda, because I'm massively in love with that woman. Whoever said Jacinda first is going to get that ActionAid prize pack sent out to them in the post. So make sure Liz hunts you down. That is the second winner. We have one more bag to give away. So I'm going to ask a controversial thing. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us and donating tonight. This is a valuable hour of your life, and I hope you're enjoying it. But what I want to say is, if you were, and this is a very lockdown-y, COVID-y kind of question, because really 2020, we haven't all been doing our first choice. We've been doing our best backup plan, but we haven't been doing our first choice. What would you be doing tonight? Like, what, if you weren't doing this, what would actually be the best possible thing you could be doing at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night? Man, I just want to be at a packed comedy club again, but that's just me. I want to be at a room that has like 300 laughing people in it. What would be your actual dream Tuesday night 8 p.m. event? That's what I want to hear. I just want to dream of the olden days and the future that may again be. I mean, some of you might not believe this, but experts do say that 2020 will end eventually. So let's just imagine what we might be doing in 1 year from now on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. I have, look, Cal was our headliner, but I have one final amazing act who has thrown her hat in the ring, and I'm so excited to bring her on in just a moment. I will say, though, that I'm going to, if Liz is quick on the messaging, I'm going to give away this third prize pack before throwing to our last act. I just want to say that Cal is right. We've all gotten very used to Zoom gigs. I will be so surprised when I have to do my first gig without a heat pack sitting in my lap. Everybody's been working on Zoom so much this year, and there are 3 great things about Zoom. Number 1, you don't have to wait till the end of the meeting to find out you have spinach in your teeth. Number 2, you get to find out that even your hot co-workers look terrible on Zoom. And number 3, you get to clean exactly 1/20th of your house. I mean, otherwise you would have no motivation to clean it at all. Oh, this is so beautiful. Thank you. We've got a few responses coming through. Can I say as well, Cal, Bake Off is an amazing thing, but it is so strange being recognised for Bake Off because it's never in a good place. So Great Australian Bake Off, I went in the last 12 months, a lot has happened. And one of the beautiful things that happened is I've gone in for a colonoscopy. That's right. And what a great place to be recognised. Yeah, that's right. I walked in my backless gown with my surgery slippers on, opened the door to the surgery, and the nurse that greeted me went, "Oh, I've just been watching you on the Great Australian Bake Off." And I said, "Get ready for a very different viewing experience." All right. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone, for such amazing responses. So, yes, somebody else has said, yes, getting my teeth out, ready to laugh at a live comedy gig. Somebody says, I want to be at the gym, but I'm too unfit from 9 months of being lazy. I love your response, but also you're wrong. Just never dream of being at the gym. That's terrible. All right, live music. Agree. I feel you. Snoozing in front of the TV. Well, your dreams all came true this year, didn't they? My dance class, beautiful. What a pub trivia night. I'm loving all of these responses. I'm giving it away to my favourite response so far. And man, there have been so many beautiful ones. But congratulations to the person who wrote, rehearsing for the Messiah with the Sydney Philharmonia Choir. I'm really risk averse, but what is my hobby? Singing in large group choirs, not since 14th of March. Yes, what an absolutely beautiful thing, and so hard to do in a mask. I do hope that your group singing comes back very soon. I'm going to send you a prize pack, and thank you for all the beautiful, beautiful responses. Well, people, we're just wrapping up now. Last I heard, we were about to hit $50,000, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. I mean, $50,000, it's so much money and so much good can be done with it. So where are we? So we're at about a third. I'll get confirmation hopefully on that. People, ActionAid is doing some really beautiful work. Keep supporting them year round. Read their emails when they come. I mean, imagine doing that, but do. And if you can, direct your friends and family towards actionaid.org.au, because we do have until 11 a.m. tomorrow to raise these funds. Like, it is such a phenomenal opportunity to have somebody offering to match donations. So anything anyone can donate is being matched in this incredibly powerful way. We are doubling these donations. It's very, very exciting. All right, this is incredible. So for some of you, you've already seen Jude Pearl and you know what a treat you're in for. Some of you haven't seen Jude Pearl yet, so you are about to get your own personal where I was when I discovered Jude Pearl experience. People, ladies and gentlemen, can you please give a wild round of applause, even though Jude can't hear it, and welcome to the screen, Jude Pearl.
Woo! Thank you. Thanks so much, Claire. What a very kind intro. I don't have any pets to bomb, but I do have this pillow of Jack Black. So I feel like no, I guess probably not appropriate. So a few of you said live music. So ta-da! Here I am, live music. And Robin, please feel free to sing along. I know it's not the same as doing Messiah, but if you feel like you get the words of the song, please feel free to sing along. This is a song all about, you know, when you're feeling a bit down and people kind of try and just fix your problems by saying, have you tried doing this and this and this? And you're like, shh. So that's what this is about. Well-meaning friends might offer advice with solutions that you've heard 1,000 times before. Have you tried meditation? Oh my God, no. You're the first person to suggest appropriated Eastern philosophy. Why didn't I think of that? Well, I'm not gonna tell you everything's gonna be alright, 'cause I don't know what kind of fucked up shit is happening in your life. But what I will do is share with you some phrases I find comforting. Phrase 1. A light breakfast will be provided. No heavy lifting for the rest of the day. Free postage. But the phrase I like the most to say is I have a face and you have a face, and every part of it is in the right place. Nobody's face could ever replace your face. That would be a disgrace. Looking around, it's all pretty bleak. Lots of evidence to show the world is ending this week. Try to do the right thing by recycling your soft plastic, but you can't find the drop-off point at the supermarket, so you just put it in the normal bin and feel bad. Well, I'm not gonna tell you that we're all gonna work it out, 'cause humans are Earth's leechy boyfriend and she's trying to kick us out. But what I will do is share with you some phrases I find comforting. Arch support will be provided. Plush bathrobes available in teal. Comments disabled. But the phrase that has the most appeal is I have a face and you have a face, and every part of it is in the right place. Nobody's face could ever replace your face. That would be a disgrace, 'cause life doesn't come with any guarantees, like planning a 10-month international tour for the year 2020. Or being disappointed with every Star Wars film made after 1983, like writing a song called Ironic, and then everyone makes fun of you because the lyrics aren't technically irony. Isn't that ironic? No? Guess I don't really know the definition of that word either. Well, you don't have to tell me everything's gonna be alright. It's nice that you care, but you don't have to lie. But I tell you what you can do. Use these phrases that are comforting. My shoulder will be provided. I'm sorry, things have been shit. I'm listening. But if you only remember one phrase, make it this. I have a face, and you have a face, and every part of it is in the right place. Nobody's face could ever replace your face. That would be a disgrace, and I would really miss your face. I have a heart, and you have
All right, I was muted. Jude Powell! I muted because my dog started making a lot of noise and I didn't want to be like cutting in on the beautiful music. Jude, you're amazing. Do you have any plans for live shows that people can catch you at?
Yes, I do. In January. I don't know exactly when in January, but it will be sometime in January, probably the second week. Just
Melbourne?
locking in dates. Yes, in Melbourne.
Melbourne?
Yes.
Okay. And if people are in other parts of the country, please just try and get to them as soon as possible.
I'll try and get to them as soon
Yeah,
as I
we'll
can.
just,
Yes,
you know what, yeah,
I will do my
we'll
best.
create some demand. Thank you so much, Jude. Everybody there's so much love for Jude and the whole show on the comment box. Thank you so much, Jude. You're amazing. So she has her albums available at bandcamp.com. As I said, she's chucked them into the 3 bags won by the prize winners. Back to those bags in a second. I just want to say that a third of the target has been reached, which Liz from ActionAid is saying to me, that is enough to fund 148 women leaders. This is amazing. Robin won one of the prizes, a prize bag. I have absolutely no idea how we could make this work, but Robin says she will donate. If someone will donate $50, she will donate the prize bag to them. How would you do that? Absolutely no idea. You would have to say in the chat box if you want to be that person to pay $50 to win it instead of Robin. And this is going to be an admin nightmare, but absolutely worth it if we can get another $50. People, this is the end of the show and I've had such a lovely time and I have absolutely sped through it way too fast. We've only got 5 minutes left at the end of the hour. So I think we will say goodnight. But gosh, again, thank you so much for joining us. It's really lovely to have a big love in. It is so nice for all of these performers to see so much love for them. B. Barbo, you saw at the start, as I said, her debut, highly acclaimed feature film. I mean, look at her go, is on iTunes. I encourage people to check it out. Double Denim, Terry and Trent. Obviously, if you can't get to their pie shop, you can support Double Denim by seeing a live show when you possibly can. Those girls do tour all around Australia and their live shows are breathtaking, like so high energy, so ridiculous, so wonderful. Aditi Mittal, like I said, she will make it back to Australia one day soon, I am sure of it. But in the meantime, check her out on Netflix and recommend her to your friends. Cal Wilson, as I said, please just consume everything that she produces. She also has a Netflix special. She has kids books, which I love so much, but also just follow her on the socials. And then you can find out the minute you can see her live again. And of course, Jude Pearl. Honestly, I'm sure everybody listening was just like, please can we see this live soon? And yes, she is even more amazing and goosebumpy when you get to see her in the flesh. People, ActionAid is so thrilled. Thank you so much for all your donations. Thanks for joining us tonight. I have done too much talking. I am full of love and I am going to go and I just realized I haven't donated yet. I am now going to go and do my donation. People, thank you. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely sleep and tell all of your friends because it's not too late to get them to donate too. Good night. I'm turning my camera off now.